Hi there, I'm Michael with etrailer.com. Today we're going to take a quick look at the JR Products Propane Hose. Like most of your propane hoses, this is designed to allow your LP gas to flow through so you can get it from where your LP gas cylinder is to your regulator on your RV or travel trailer. These fittings aren't necessarily going to fit to those 2 points, so it might be a different setup for you depending on what kind of setup you have. There are a few things that you want to look for when deciding on a propane hose. The first thing is going to be the length. Obviously you want it to be able to reach from point A to point B, whether that is your gas cylinder to your regulator or whatever your setup may be. You want to make sure that the hose is going to be able to span that distance. This hose is 12 feet long, so as long as your point A and point B are less than 12 feet apart from each other, that's going to do a good job of connecting those 2 points together. The hose is a rubber hose, so it's going to help resist any sort of kinks or cracking. It's got an internal diameter of 1/4 of an inch, so that's going to be plenty of room for that propane to flow through so you can power up those appliances. The next thing you want to look for after your length is your connection points. There are several different kinds of connection points for propane hoses, so you want to make sure to find the correct ones for your setup. Here we've got 2 of the exact same kind, so both ends are going to be a 3/8 inch female swivel SAE flare fitting. Let me break that down a little bit for you. So the swivel is the easiest thing. It's the turning mechanism here, so rather than having to crank on our hose to get it tightened down, we can just simply spin that and it's going to thread onto our male end. The 3/8 inch is the diameter. The SAE refers to the type of threading that's inside there. The flare, if you can see, there are several different kinds of SAE fittings. The flare refers to, if you can see how it tapers down towards the center hole there. That's where the male end is going to butt up as we thread it down, tighten it together. We're going to create that nice tight seamless joint so that we're not going to have to worry about any sort of gas leaks or anything like that. So those are the 2 fittings on this hose. You want to make sure that you've got the male 3/8 inch flared SAE fitting to make sure that these will work for you. This hose is UL as well as CSA approved, so it's going to meet those high quality standards, should hold up well for you, do the job that you need it to do. You should be able to trust that based on those standards. One thing I would like to say, if this is not the hose that you need, maybe it's too long, maybe it's not long enough, maybe you have different fitting needs, whatever the case may be, I'd encourage you to come take a look at our other options here at etrailer.com. We've got lots of different hoses available with different fittings and different lengths. We want to make sure that you get the hose that you need to solve your problem so you can get back to enjoying your time outdoors. That's always our goal. With that said, that's going to wrap up our look at the JR Products Propane Hose.